Hey guys, today I have a product review for you and an unboxing of the GROWFRIEND. This is a seed starting kit that is supposed to include everything you need to make it easy to start seeds in an otherwise challenging situation. As you know, every year my seed starting setup gets more and more complicated. It's growing bigger and it takes over my kitchen. And there's some seeds that I have issues getting started. So when they asked me to unbox this for you and give you an honest review, I thought, you know what, this is a good time for this because I'm about to start some late season seeds. And I thought you might want to see what it is along with me and check out an honest review. Let's open it up and get started. So I'm going to show you from a food perspective what it is that you can do with a simple seed starting kit like the GROWFRIEND. So let's turn you around and get some inspiration, and then I'm going to talk to you more about the product. Okay guys, you see this? Look at this beautiful yellow bell pepper. Look at this beautiful Cubanea pepper. Lots and lots of peppers. Lots of tomatoes. This is a late season harvest. Look at these beautiful eggplants. Now, the thing about this is all of this started from somewhere, okay? Now, I'm going to show you a few more. Look, over here. We have containers full of tomatoes, more peppers here. Look at all the peppers. There's baskets and baskets and baskets of food. Where did all of this come from? Seeds, okay? How do we get seeds started? We need to start them in a tray. So let's talk about this product. All of this here came out of this little box, okay? The GROWFRIEND sends you a wonderful instruction manual that's really very simple. It immediately tells you what you can expect to find in the box. It tells you how to set up your heat mat, which is one of the items that it comes with. And it shows you that you get this wonderful little kit that sits on top of the heat mat. You get a tray starting kit with a dome, and the dome has little vents in it. But the beautiful thing is it holds UV lights, which is very, very cool. So I'm going to want to go over the pros of a feature like this on a dome. You can see that it tells you you get 2 UV lights with it. You get some little cultivator tools for your seedlings, some labels, some net traps, and an awesome little gauge here that shows you what your moisture readings are and your pH level and different things like that. So what I really like about this, for me, the thing that I like the most is that the lights have a switch and a dimmer and a timer, and you can see all the different options it gives you. So let's look at the actual product now and get a closer look. So I thought this was pretty cool because I have some really nice seed starting kits that have wonderful little domes on them, and it's important to have a good vent that you can open and close. So I don't know if you can see how this little dial here closes the hole for you. And having little tools to get into these little squares is actually very, very beneficial because you can see all of my tools. Look, it fits in here perfect. And for me, it's the little things, you guys. You can give me a box with a wonderful gift in it, but it's the paper and the bow that gets me the most excited. And I'm pretty excited that I have a little tool here with a little dibber. How many people need a dibber? So when your soil's in here, you can poke a little hole in there. It's very cool. We have some more tools in here for getting things out if you need to. So I just really love that. This little bag here has all of your little net stakes to go inside. So you can see here. The truth is, when you set something up like this, one of the most frustrating things is that you get fungus gnats. And I like it that GROWFRIEND thought of that, to send that with this little kit. So now, this is pretty basic. Here goes your little cells that you fill your soil with. It has a little bottom hole here so you can water from the bottom, which is what I like to do, and it comes in its holding tray. Now the holding tray has lots of ridges to keep this up off of the bottom. It allows the water to fill into the little cells there so you bottom water. So you would just pick this up when it's time to water, put some water on the bottom, and your little seedlings are going to drink from there. Now, here is a closer look at your meter. Let's take it out of the bag. So this is pretty cool because it tells you it's a 3-in-1 soil meter. It tests your moisture level, your pH level, your sunlight meter. It has an adjustable switch on it. I've never really seen anything like this, and I think it's really, really cool to have a 3-way meter like this at this price point, which is really incredible. So let's go into the other thing that is my favorite option here, which is the lights. Now here's your dome. This is what holds the feature of your UV lights. And you'll see very, very quickly that it shows you basically ridges. There's no guesswork in how to put your UV lights in and how to put your little vent cover in. So you'll see that it has a little shape on it. I've already put one in. It's almost like, we'll call it a little dial there for you. So this part here stays up. Just put your hand into it to give it some support. Turn it around so that the little knob there will get lined up with the little hole, and just hold it from underneath and you'll hear it snap in. Okay, so now it's in, and it can be turned to close the little holes for you to give you more or less air. Airflow is very, very important in addition to light. So now we're going to go ahead and attach the UV lights into this dome for you. Now let's go back to this UV light, which we're going to attach to this dome that you can see here that they show you in their images. This is really super easy to put on. I've already snapped it in place for you, but I took it out so I can do it for you live. It comes with a timer, and it has all of these options for you. So it tells you right here that you have 3 color modes, 5 dimmable levels, and 3 timing functions. To switch between the options, all you have to do is click on a button. So it's super easy to work. You can decide what your needs are depending on what you're trying to grow, how bright you need it, and how long you want it to stay on, and what works for you. So let's go ahead and attach these cute little lights to this cute little dome, because honestly, my first impression of all this so far is that I really love this GROWFRIEND setup. Okay guys, there's really not any guesswork with all of this. You can see the shape of the bulb. Obviously, you're going to want the lights to go down. You can see the ridges where it holds the cord, and you just line it up and you just pop it in. It's in. Light number 2, line it up and push it in. That's it. You're ready to plug it in and get started. Now the cord gives you plenty of length so that when you want to get all this set up in a space where you're going to grow whatever seeds you're growing, you're going to want to make sure you can reach an outlet. So the cord and everything that this will get set up onto has plenty of length. So here's an idea. That is very bright light. And I'm basically going just over the different options with the lights. You can put it on, you can dim it. There's the dimmer. I like that. There's low, brighter, brighter, brighter. And then you have a timer. All right, guys, so let's turn this on. Right now we have natural light coming into the room. It's almost sunset, so my room's getting darker. Now let's go ahead and switch it on. Both lights are on. You can see that it's filling up the little cells with light. Now let's go ahead and increase light. So it gets nice and bright in there, or it dims down. You can also switch it to 1 bulb at a time if you only have a few cells lit. You can see the difference there. So I really like that. You can make it nice and bright. Very cool. All right, awesome. So that light dome fits over 40 cells. Now, most people can do something with 40 cells. The thing that I really, really love about this is that it comes with a heat pad that is, or a heat mat that is set up just specifically to fit the size of this. It is not too big. You can see what your heat mat requirements are here. It will tell you, I love the facts that it has on here. Approximate days to germination and the different things that you might be growing. I really love that. And it'll tell you you can grow seedlings, flowers, fruit. I love this. Now, This is going to be very, very helpful for me in March when I'm trying to germinate peppers, because there are some peppers and some basil, like lemon and lime basil, they like it super, super warm. And eggplant and many peppers that I grow like it super, super warm. So this will give me the opportunity to grow those things in a separate little container, and I can really crank the heat up on them if I want to on a nice mat that will be the perfect size for this tray to sit on. So there you can see, and I think this is approximately a 10 by 20 for a 10-20 mat. You can probably fit a 10-20 tray on here if you wanted to put something a little bit bigger on, but you really do have plenty of room for this nice tray here to sit on. Again, you can bottom water because it has little perforations in the bottom. Now you have your light kit set up here, so you have the benefit of lights and heat all at the same time. The heat mat comes with its own separate cord. You can again test your water moisture levels. You can test your pH. You can put your little gnat traps in here. I love that they thought of all these things. I love that this, you know, holds the little gnat traps, and you can just peel them off and replace them if you get too many. And I just think this is a very cool little setup. So my first impression of the GROWFRIEND is I absolutely love it. That is my true and honest first impression. Sitting here, putting it together, it's really very easy. It's easy enough for a child to do, which I would encourage. This is not just a great kit for the everyday gardener, it's a great gift. It is a great idea to help kids understand safely how to get started with germinating seedlings. Everyone should know how to start seeds. This is a great gift for a classroom if you have children, or maybe you want to sponsor a classroom where you could give this as a Christmas gift to the class. I actually love that idea. Again, I love that it comes with all these little tools. I love everything about it. Honestly, I think that those of you who watch our Backyard Garden as a YouTube channel, you know that my reviews are very honest and raw, and I really don't hold back in my opinion. Early on, when I started growing, as I said, and I depended on the natural sunlight, I had major failure. I didn't realize that all I needed was a few simple UV lights and a dome over my trays to keep everything moist and keep consistent light on them, and make sure that they were in a system where I could control the ventilation and really understand what was happening with my moisture levels and pH. These things are all an added bonus. Now, when I finally did graduate to a UV light, I bought it at Lowe's several years ago. It's a freestanding little light on a stand from Ferry & Morse, and it's $47 just for the UV light that fits over one 10-20 tray. And at this price point, you get all of these things. You get the trays, the dome, the lights, the meter, the gnat traps, the cool little tools, which I just think are super fun because this just fits directly into the size of the square, which I think is a bonus. How many of you have made such a mess with too big of a tool or no tool at all, and you're just dumping your soil in? This is so cool. I love that it gives you a little dibber so you can just poke a little hole in the top of your soil. This is all very cool. Do I recommend it? I do. I give it 2 thumbs up. I love the GROWFRIEND. I think this is a very cool little setup. Now, I'm not going to fill this up for you today, but I am going to be filling it up, and I am going to be germinating some seeds. Here in New Jersey, Zone 7A, as I was saying earlier, we've taken a turn towards very chilly, autumnal, and even wintry weather. In the nights, it has dropped down into the low 40s. So there are limited things that I can grow outside, germinating it this late in the middle of October. However, the cabbage loopers laid enough worms that they have decimated my kale. So I'm very excited that I can set up some kale seedlings in here and even some more lettuce, because my lettuce is doing incredible. I don't have to fill every square. I can do as many as I want. I can get them started, and once they're germinated, I'm going to show you. So with that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. If you like this video about the GROWFRIEND, please give this video a thumbs up and give us some feedback. If you have the GROWFRIEND and you want to make some comments, please make some comments. We would love to hear from you. All of our reviews are true and honest reviews. Now, as I said, I will be filling this up and showing you how germination is doing in a later video. So you won't want to miss that. Stay tuned for the next video and consider this. We are going to put a link for this product in the description below. And again, if it's for you, if it is to donate to a classroom, if it is as a Christmas gift, I love the idea of giving this gift to ourselves as gardeners. As gardeners, so many of us know that we just don't do enough for ourselves. We put ourselves on the end of the list and often we fall off of our own list. And if we can find a cool little device like this to make our lives easier and set up a little grow station so that we can have our own vegetables from seeds. You guys, I am so happy if you're a gardener, and if you garden because you buy your starter plants from Lowe's or Home Depot already started, and you're spending hundreds of times more than you would have to from a pack of seeds, and I'll tell you why. Yes, a pack of seeds could be $2, it could be $3 or $4. Some plants are $4 and $5, $6 a piece for one tomato plant lately over the past year or two. When you buy a pack of seeds, you get 100 plants out of a pack of tomatoes usually. It's very rare that you only get a couple of seeds. Lettuce, you get hundreds of seeds. When I tell you that an investment in a pack of seeds saves you so much money, you can't even buy a head of lettuce for what a pack of seeds costs, and you'll get 100 heads. With something like this, you're going to get germination. And you don't have to grow everything in big garden beds. You can grow it in pots and containers. So if you're looking at this because you have a small space to grow in, it's an absolute benefit. It's going to get you started. You're going to have the direct light. You can have this in your bedroom if you need to. No matter where you live, you can start seeds now. And if you have a sunny window or you have a place where you can put a pot, you can grow many, many things in pots. So if you're just looking to start to grow flowers, you can grow flowers in this, you guys. It's up to you. It's up to the limits of your imagination. Check out the link for the GROWFRIEND. Compare the price for it, considering that one small UV light on a stand is $47 at Lowe's. You get everything here with the GROWFRIEND. Check out the link. Again, I hope you like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for the follow-up where I germinate. Should be coming up soon. Thanks, guys. We hope to see you in the next video.